Today I'm going to talk about a book which has changed the way millions of people think about life. And the name of the book is Man's Search for Meaning. This book was written by the author Viktor Emil Frankl. And this is not just any book, it is a book about suffering, it is a book about survival, it is a book about resilience and persistence, and above all, it is a book about how strong a human spirit can be. So Viktor Emil Frankl was born in the year 1905 in Vienna, Austria. And from a very young age, he was interested about how a human mind works. And so, further on, he goes on to become a neurologist and a psychologist, a doctor who studies mind and human behavior. He believed that what motivates human is not power, success, or validation. Rather, he believed that meaning and purpose of life motivated human life. But everything changed for him in the year of 1945, when the Germans came and arrested his family, separated and killed his parents, his wife, and his brother. It was in these horrific years his ideas about life and meaning were truly tested, under immense pressure, under immense and unthinkable pain. To understand this book, we have to understand the background on which it was written. We have to understand the time on which it was written. So it was the year 1945, and the Nazis built concentration camps. The Nazi was a political party which was under the dictatorship of Adolf Hitler, and Hitler hated Jews. So he collected every Jew he could find and put them in concentration camps. Now concentration camps were a horrible place to be in. People were killed on a daily basis. They were forced to work. They were forced to do manual labor. They were starved. They were beaten. And Viktor saw these every day. The prisoners along with him were completely and emotionally numb. Yet he found something astonishingly surprising. That even after all of these horrifying events, there was a few people who still found hope, who still found will to live. And this goes on to become the central theme of the book. Now this book is divided into two parts. The first part speaks about Viktor's own story, own experiences on a daily basis. And the second part explains his presentation of logotherapy. Now logotherapy is nothing but a belief that human motivation is driven by meaning and purpose rather than success or anything else. So in the first part, Viktor writes as if he is writing his own diary. He writes about human soul under unthinkable pain. Now Viktor does not write this to horrify us, but to make us understand what happens to a human mind under immense suffering. Now, Viktor says that how on a daily basis he saw what was happening to people, how they were treated. Yet he saw that some people found hope. He found one person who was thinking about reuniting with his wife. He found another man who clung to faith and believed that God will certainly save him. Viktor himself had a purpose. He thought to himself that one day when I get out of this camp, I will teach people what I learned in this darkness. The second part of the book, Viktor compiles all of his psychiatric findings and present it as a logotherapy. He says that he talks about various three ways in which humans can find their own purpose. The first way he tells us about is through work and creativity. Now Viktor does not talk about any work. He does not talk about the normal 9-to-5 jobs. He is talking about something which we can create from our own passion. The work we do because we like it, not because we are required to do so. For one person it could be painting, for one person it could be dancing, for one person it could be reading or creating a business or helping their family. He talks about a work which fuels you from within, not because the society requires you to. He says that the work does not have to be huge or miraculous, but something, even a small work, which fuels you from within, which tells you that, okay, this work is giving me meaning. Now Viktor himself found a purpose. Because he was a psychiatrist and a neurologist, he understood what happens to human mind. So he used his skills and helped other prisoners. He used to soothe them. He used to tell them that it's going to be over. He gave them meaning. He gave their lives meaning and told them to hold on. Now the second way he tells us that we can find meaning is through love. Now Viktor was very young when he was separated from his wife and his parents and his brother. And he tells us that he writes one of the most ultimate goal of a man is when he aspires, the ultimate goal is when he aspires to be loved. And he goes on to say that even in the concentration camp, when everything was taken away from him, every single object was taken from him, he was bare naked, he thought about his family, the love that his wife gave, his wife's face, his wife's smile, all the love he got from his family gave him immense strength. It gave him immense power to go on through life. He says that love transcends physical presence. Even when we lost someone, we can still feel the presence. And their love is what gives our life purpose. It gives us meaning, and it tells us that we can go through this life. And the third way he found that we can find purpose is very profound. He says that suffering, we can find meaning through suffering. Why suffering? He tells us that we can transform suffering into something meaningful. We can use the suffering and we can transform ourselves and become more patient. We can become more wise. We can become more human. He said that he noticed two types of people in the camp. One who were always crying and yelling about how cruel the life is. Second, who silently bore everything, and they used their suffering to transform themselves. They had hope. They had meaning. So Victor himself, when he was going through all this, he found purpose. He thought that he will write a book. He thought that he will transform people's life. He will tell everyone about what he found in logotherapy. So this book was written decades and decades ago, but its meaning is still very profound. It's a message to humanity. He keeps on reminding us that even when we are faced with immense suffering, we can still choose how we can face it. My reflection on this book is that it felt like I'm sitting with a man who had worst of his life, and yet he's telling me that to hold on to life, that his life has meaning. All of us has been gone through sufferings. We have lost, we have had heartbreaks, we have been through so much, but Victor reminds us that it is important that we hold on to life. This is not just a war book. This is a story that how strong human spirit can be. He proves that human spirit is stronger than fear. It is stronger than suffering. It is stronger than fate. So next time, whenever you find yourself lost and hopeless, remember Viktor Frankl's words, that life is not made unbearable by circumstances, but by lack of meaning and purpose. This is my review on the book, and thank you all for your time.